Hey viewers, hope you're all well and ready for the next video. So, I've picked myself up a pack of wood like this that comes like this, which is quite cool, quite neat. So many different bits of wood in here. We've got padauk, we've got purple heart, we've got walnut. I think there's all sorts of woods in there. That's about all I know. And I wanted to make something a little bit kind of funky, a little bit different, as I always try to do. So what I'm going to do now is what I need to do is I need to glue all these up. So these are all single bits of wood. So I'm going to glue all these up, put them in the sander, and then leave them all overnight. And then I'll show you when I've come back and done that. Let's hope this is an interesting one for you. Okay, so here's what I've done so far with this project is I've sanded all these down. So after I glued all these, I sanded them all down, and then what I've done is I've placed them all together again and glued them down as well. So that's now set, ready. Well, I just need to leave that now overnight again, and then we'll come back. And then the idea really will be to chop a couple of squares out of this. How far we've got with this project. So I've cut all these up now into little squares, and there's quite a few of them. So now I'm just going to design something that's a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit tricky because I do a lot of things on the lathe, and what I'm thinking about doing here is twisting this up a little bit and making some kind of sort of pattern like this. And then getting it on the lathe and then hollowing it out like that. So obviously I'm not going to be able to touch any of this around here, because it's either going to rip my fingers to pieces, and it's going to be a little bit difficult to shine up, but I'm sure we can deal with that. Right, so I've glued this up now, and I've got this, I think, where I want it to be. It's quite difficult because when you put these in and you put the glue in, it all starts to move around, you know, with the glue, and then when you get it quite right, you go to put the clamps on, it starts moving around again. And obviously we've got to try and get all these in line, you see, and then the same again here. We've got to try and get all these in line so that it all kind of looks how it should look. Well, let's leave that to dry, probably overnight, and then we'll come back and we'll get that on the lathe. Right, so this is as far as we've got with this kind of weird, funky piece. I'm not too sure what it is yet, but I think what we're going to do now, God, is get this on the lathe. So then what we're going to try and do is we're going to get it on the lathe, hollow it out as much as we can, make a lid out of it, and then, because there's not much we can do with this is going to stay like this, so it's going to look quite, I think it's going to look quite good actually. Need to do a lot of hand sanding with this, because obviously we can't sand it on the lathe, and obviously that does take time, but that's still a lot faster than trying to hand sand it. So I'm going to have to do a lot of that with this bit. But for the meantime, let's get it on the lathe, let's hollow it out, and let's make the lid. Right, there we go, got it up in between centres now on here. Got to be really, really careful with this so I don't go and hit my hand or fingers on this, because it would, well, probably break my fingers. But it runs fairly well. There's a little bit of a wobble on there. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a tenon so I can get it in the chuck on this end. So I'm going to do that now very carefully. I've got this on a low speed as well. So I've got the tenon on here. I'm not going to worry about this too much just yet. I can shape that up a bit later on when I flip it around. But I'm just going to get it in the chuck so I can sort this side out. Fairly safe, I think. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get this side sorted. So this is going to be the lid, I think. Although I'm not 100% yet, but yeah, I think this is going to have to be the top. So I'm just going to finish the base, so we can reverse it into the chuck. I've got this flipped over now, and we're not going to be able to shine this up as like we normally do with you know, our projects, but we can get it to a fairly good, you know, we'll get it looking fairly good. What I have been using to buff this up with is these little buffing pads. Just bought these off of the tool post on the internet. And I've just been going in here like this, just buffing them up. And they're actually working quite well, really, to be fair. So you've got 3 of these, and they each come with a separate compound. So you've got the wax, wherever that's gone. Yeah, so there it is, wood buffing. So you get 3 of these. Quite cool because they're only tiny, so sort of ideal really for what I'm doing here really. So this is flipped over now, and so I haven't finished shining this up yet. And what we might do is we might put a bit of lacquer on here as well, just to sort of, you know, give it a little bit of an extra shine. But and I've still got a bit more sanding to do. But I want to try and get the lid and get it hollowed out first. So I think it's going to be a similar lid to what we've done with some of our resin pots. I think it might be a better option, and we've got to try and make it out of this here. So I'm just going to chop a piece off of here now so we can start making that lid. so there we go with the that's the top ready to come off now. I think we've almost finished it. It might need a little bit more sanding here, but it looks really nice. I like all the colours and everything. I've sanded this down. I've basically taken the edges off just to sort of give it a little bit more character, I think. Still got a bit of sanding to do, well, quite a lot of sanding to do really. So I'm just going to take the lid off and then we can hollow out the piece. Alright, so I'm still rubbing down this piece. I haven't bored you to death with it because it's taking quite some time. Obviously because it's not round, so I'm having to go in with you know, individual bits of, well, sanding. So here it is. Pretty much as you saw it earlier on really. I've just been rubbing it down a bit more around here. So we're not going to get, you know, a fantastic finish on this, but what I'm thinking about doing is I might just oil this up a bit and just finish it with an oil. We can finish the inside okay, but it's coming on. I quite like it. So I think once we see the finish, oh, I think you can't even see it there. I'm not even showing you it there. Right, so it's coming on. I just need to just think I need to finish it with a bit of oil or something instead. Lid is done on the outside, but we just need to make a finial for that, so I'll do that in a second as well. It's going to have to be a bit of a fairly largish one, but it should just slot straight in, and that should look quite cool. I'll put some finishes on this now, and then we'll see what it looks like with a bit of oil. Okay, I've finished this one now. This was quite a tricky one. There it is, as you've seen me make it. Let me try and get this light on. So I am not sure what your thoughts are on it. As you've seen, I haven't well, I've had to finish the main piece with just boiled linseed oil, just to give it, you know, just a bit of something really. Finished the top as normal with the normal Yorkshire grit and the Sheila wax and a bit of wood wax 22 actually. I kind of got myself back into using that. It's pretty good stuff, so I've been using that as well, and also finished on the bottom as well. And I wanted to come up with something just a little bit funky, just something a little bit different, and hopefully I've achieved that for you all. As you know, or most of you know, that I do like to try to mix things up a little bit, try to come up with something a bit creative, that's a bit different, that you may not have seen before, or if you have seen it, I kind of changed it up a little bit and, you know, added my own little mark on there. So inside, yeah, it's not too bad. I haven't gone right the way down, I've gone about there on it. So I didn't want to go too much further really. Lid's fairly nice, and then you've seen I've put the little finial on the top there, a little bit of a different one this time, so, but black, because I like the black. That's an African blackwood, that is. I love that. Really nice, and I think it does finish off most pieces really well. If you saw earlier on, I did try and use a bit of what was it, spray, some acrylic spray. Is it acrylic spray? Sorry, like a lacquer. I did try and spray some lacquer on it, but it didn't really come up very nice. I didn't like it, so I spent another hour rubbing it all down again, and just applying the boiled linseed oil on there. I think that's good enough finish. It's got like a kind of like just a natural sort of matte sort of finish on it now. So there it is. I'll get this, get some stills up as always. Get it on my website as well if anyone's interested. Just hope that you like it. Again, it's not going to be to everybody's taste. You know, you're going to like it, you might not like it, you might hate it, I don't know. But I think it's a bit different. Yeah. So there we go, the finished kind of mixed wood pot. I don't know what we would call it. I'm going to have to think of a name. I'll think of a name when I get it up, and you'll obviously already know it because it's already there, but yeah, there it is. Just a quick shout out. Got another sticker the other day, and I'll take you over to him, and it is, most of you know who this is. This is Mike Walt. Mike's pretty much a wood turning expert, been doing it for quite some time. If you don't know who Mike is, he's probably the nicest chap you'd ever meet. I've never met him, but I know he's just the most loveliest bloke you could ever come across. I could just tell that just from speaking to him. He's helped me out loads. He's helped out loads of other people, and he's pretty big in the wood turning kind of world. So I'll put a link over to his channel. You probably know who I'm talking about anyway, most of you, but some of you don't. Go and check him out. He just does some really great stuff. I mean, he's a very talented wood turner, and you know, if you want to really learn some stuff, then you know, he's the man to teach you. And he's got some really great videos up on his channel. So Mike sent me over the sticker. So again, if any of you want to send me a sticker or anything, that by the way, pop it in the post to me, and whether it's a bit of wood or whether it's a sticker or I don't know, whatever you want to send me. So that's Mike. So check him out. I hope you like today's wood turning video, guys, and stay tuned for some more interesting projects. I've got lots of ideas coming up. Quick update, yes, I am making lots of pencil projects for those of you that are interested. I know loads of you have seen them all before and not interested, or some of you probably already bought some off me. But there is still quite a lot of you that would like some. Yes, I'm making them. I'm in process. I've got bowls going, I've got pots going, I've got clocks on the go, a couple of vases. The vases take absolutely ages, and you've got to get them right, and it's quite a big project to do vases. So I won't be doing a huge number of those, but I will do some of them. But you know, if you want bowls and things like that, I've got some other ideas for pencils, for some pots and things like that, and you know, little ring pots and stuff, and I'm making some clocks like I've already made before. So they will be coming, guys, they will be coming, and you can get them all for Christmas and things like that for this year, on birthdays and stuff. But I have got a pretty big waiting list at the moment on that, as you already know. I already had a bit of a waiting list going on before they kind of went viral on social media, but it's gone a little bit more crazy since then. So again, thanks very much for joining us on the channel if you're new, and we'll see you for the next video. Cheers guys, take care. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done already, and share if you feeling extra generous, and I'll see you again for the next turning video. Thanks very much. Cheers guys.